Hi everyone, so this is the second part of my Q&A questions on being a cast member thingamajig. So I'm just going to continue on from last time and just answer the rest of the questions that we've got. So the first question, it comes from Andrew, I think Bryceland, and the question is the money good? Crying face, like happy crying, like, it's like, The short answer is no. The money is terrible. The money is minimum wage, but for me, coming from the UK, I don't know. I find this when I go on there as a holiday. I just find American money not real money. Obviously I know it has a monetary value, but if something's $20, I'm oh, it's only $20, whatever. If something's £20, I can think in my head how much £20 is and how much I can get for that. Whereas in dollars, I'm I don't really know, this is not my normal currency, spend it on what I want. So if you're going over there to save, this is not the job for you. I don't think I brought back a penny of what I earn. Every week, up until payday, I'd be I do this anyway though, spend it all, and then on payday I'd have nothing until we got paid. So yeah, no. I mean, there's shifts you can pick up, and there's always overtime going. I didn't want to take the overtime. I wanted to have time off with my friends and hang out. But you can pick up overtime, but the money is not good. It is not good at all. You get more money if you're a face character. No, what was it? You get more money if you're friends with a character, or if you're a character performer. But I wasn't that, so I got minimum wage, but it got me by. I managed to eat out quite a lot, and I went to Disney a lot because that was free. Everything's a lot cheaper, obviously, when you're a Florida resident as well, but I didn't have any problems. I managed to get all the merchandise I wanted and everything, so I never felt like I was short of money, but I definitely wasn't swimming in it. And my next question is from Jen Grace, and she's asking, why did you not like working on the safari? What were the management like? Your job sounded awesome. Love these videos. Thank you, Jen. You always leave such lovely comments. Right, safari, I know I've kind of briefly gone over this. This is one of those better than it seems roles. Oh my god, you got to be a safari driver. Yeah, but I don't know if you ever hear when you're going round, all these drivers know a lot about these animals. Now you get given a book which is literally this, and you have to learn it all before you start, and you get tested on it. You need to know about all the animals. You need to know about their behavioural habits. You need to know what to say when a guest asks a question about an animal. You need to know the answer, which is a lot of information to take in. I sat up ages learning it, and it just wasn't, no. Also, the engine of those trucks is in front of the driver's cab, and it gets hot. There is no air conditioning up there. You get a little fan, and I remember sweating buckets on that, and it was just horrible. Also, another thing that really scared me, we talked about being terminated in a previous episode. If you hit an animal, you are 100% fired, not even a question. But what you don't realise is some of the animals, the little birds, are this big. So it's kind of really scary. You have guests that decide they want to pick their children up. And I know this, given what's happened recently, this is maybe a sensitive issue, but I'm going to say it anyway. Guests would pick their children up when you get to the lake with the alligators, and they would hang them over the side of the I've literally had someone pick a kid out who couldn't see the alligator, hang them over the side, and I was oh my god, and it's the point where the bridges are rickety. What are you doing? It was just too stressful. It wasn't enjoyable. It was too hot. There was too much to learn. I got asked stupid questions all the time. Some people ask questions that you knew the answer to, what's asking about the animals. Some people ask ridiculous questions. It was just, I can't even remember. There was a stupid one about, I remember, and I appreciate that people's opinions on this, but someone literally got in a full-on heated debate with me whilst we were going around about why zoos were wrong and why Animal Kingdom should be closed, and how it was cruel and it wasn't their natural habitat. And they were just going at me the whole time. And I was just no, this is not for me. The break room was rubbish. The shifts were awful. You really didn't get many breaks. My throat used to really hurt from all the talking you have to do. it's a lot. It's a lot, and I just wasn't enjoying it. It wasn't what I thought it would be, because you are the attraction. It's like, I know the animals are, but you know, if you drove around in silence, it's like with Jungle Cruise. You get a good skipper, you get a bad skipper. They're the ones that make the attraction. I felt a little bit like that on the safari as well, and I just didn't. It wasn't for me. I didn't like it at all. So that's why I left. And I was thinking about actually leaving because I didn't want to do that job, but luckily there was a space in custodial, so I was like, I will have that, please. Best decision I made. So much more chilled and laid back and relaxed, and I really had a much better program after leaving. Safari's amazing, but I would never want to work there again. So if they asked me to go back, I would say no. What was the management like? They were good. If they were lovely, most of them. Unless you didn't do what you were meant to be doing, which I was guilty of a few times. I would be in the break room and they'd be like, why are you here? I'm like, I'm just filling up my water bottle that I came in 45 minutes ago to do. I'm going back to my area now. They'd be like, why are you over in like Africa when you were in Camp Mini Mickey? I'm like, I don't know, just happened to get over here. I'm gonna go back now. Goodbye. But most of the time they were lovely. I had like a little bit of heat stroke on one day and they sent me home fine. So there was no real problems. I didn't have any problems. Some other people did. But no, they were fine. I mean, I didn't really see my management that often, obviously, because I was walking around on my own or with some friends, so we didn't really see them. So they were lovely. They were nice. They know why you're there. They put up with you until you leave. That's pretty much it. Keep reading comments that aren't questions and then like realising halfway through that there's no question there, it's just an actual comment, and I feel really awkward because I'm like, oh, your videos are really, oh, that's not a question. And the next question is from Janelle Elizabeth, and it is, what was your worst guest stories? Are you planning to make a separate video on this? Keep up the great work. Thank you. Yes. I'm 100% making another video on this because there's just so many. Like, I would literally fill a whole Q&A video on guests. Now, like, yeah, I'm gonna save it because, yeah, you got to look forward to though, so hang on in there for a little bit longer. The next question comes from the King's vlog, and it is there any age limit when you apply to become a cast member? Thanks. I'm pretty sure it was 18 when I applied. It could have changed now. It was 18 that you had to be before you could apply to go and work in Florida, because you have to be an adult because you're traveling on your own. So that was the age limit for me. Could have changed, I'm not sure, but I wouldn't personally, and I'm quite independent, but I wouldn't go if I was any younger than 18 because I think it's a little bit much. I think the minimum program you can have is like 3 months, which is quite a long time for like someone like 17, 16 to go away. So I think 18, it was the minimum, and personally that would be like the youngest I would probably want to go. Okay, the next question comes from Party of 2, and it is, do you get to do anything cool in the parks before or just after they shut? Is it just clean up and get out? It depends what's happening. One of my favourite things though, because I used to work the closes, is just the calm of an empty theme park. No guests. At Animal Kingdom, you just heard the do like the little music they used to play in and all the little animals and the crickets and everything. It used to be nice and quiet, and all the lights in Animal Kingdom are beautiful because of those little lanterns that are low to the ground, and it was sometimes scary. If you were doing the Tree of Life at night, that was quite scary because it was really dark and it was just like creepy. But like it was really relaxing and cool. If you work on an attraction, you do get to ride it before and after it closes, and they have to do a test run in the morning. So you get to ride that, and same in the evening. If you know some people, they kind of do a cast run before they close. Other cool things is obviously when you open, you're in the park again before it opens, which is really, really cool. One of the coolest things I actually remember seeing, which is really not that cool looking back on it, is, what were they called? So you're like I can't remember the official name, but say the people that work during the day, we're like the A-team. We're like the people that the guests meet, we see, like we're the customer focused role. They have a B team which work during the night, and these people are the coolest people you've ever seen in your entire life. So the people that worked in Animal Kingdom, they'd be like covered in tattoos, like all these piercings, and their job is basically they have those high pressure jets, like the water jets, on like a backpack, and they're like Ghostbusters basically. They're like Ghostbusters but for dirt in the theme parks, and they start from one end of the theme park during the night and jet wash the whole thing to the other side. They do it in Animal Kingdom. I assume they do it in the other parks as well. Like the bathrooms, just jet wash it. Like all the paths, they're just there jet washing it, which is why it always looks so clean, because there's like a team there literally at night just like blasting everything with water. I just thought it was really cool because I never thought about that before. Like I just assumed that everyone left at the same time, but there's a team that work through the night. They're like the intense cleaners. They're all like these like cool people that don't have to like be fitting to the Disney standards because they don't get seen by guests. Just rocking up to clean the place with these like, oh, that would be a cool job. Just be like, yeah, I'm the night team with my jet washer, because I find those things really satisfying. You got some dirty like paving slabs, done. Like, need to get out more. Oh god, I pressed the wrong button. No. And the next question is from the Worst Princess, and it is, what would your dream job at a Disney park be and why? Ooh, this is an interesting one. My dream job. I would love to be... God, this is a really hard one. What would I love to do? I think the most generic one is princess and things like. I wouldn't want to be a princess. Like, I would want to be a princess, but I wouldn't want to have to meet people. But I think I would really like to be in the parades. That would be really fun. Or, yeah, I think I'd really like to be in the parade. I'm not really sure what as. I would really like to be the person, there's three jobs I'd really like to be. Two of them I've made up, kind of. But, yeah, they're pretty much made up. One of them, I'd like to be the guy in Magic Kingdom that opens the park in the morning. He does the countdown with Casey Jr. That would be really fun. And to follow on with that, if this was a job, I would definitely take it. And even though it is a pre-recording, it's fine. I would like to be the person that blows out in fact, this job is the same, just in two different parks. Illuminations, Reflections of Earth. I'd like to be the announcer for that. Or the lights go down or the fire comes up. And then the same in Magic Kingdom. I'd like to be the person that goes when the electrical parade starts. I know it's not a job, but I could actually, that's the thing, I could live out this dream. I could just go to the park, and I do this actually, I just go when the lights go out. I actually watch our videos back sometimes and do it. When I was editing, I was just sitting there going, because I think there's a guy in our video that does it, one of the cast members. So they're my dream jobs, basically just pretending I'm an announcer or opening the park. That would be really fun. Maybe the parades. I feel the parades would get, yeah, maybe the parades, but I think I'd like to be the clapping person more. And if I couldn't be any of those things, I would like to be, I wouldn't say an Imagineer because I'm not that creative. I would like to be the person, if you follow the Disney parks on like YouTube, there's the guy, I can't remember his name, who basically just shows you all the new merchandise that's coming out. Him. That looks like a fun job. I'd like to do that. That's what I would like to do. Those, like, I've now got 4 jobs. Any of those and I'll be happy. I think I'm more likely to get the clapping job than the other ones, but they would all be really good. I'd really enjoy all of those. Oh, and the next picture is a picture of a coconut, so that's not a question. Good job, good job. So I think that's all of the questions that we've answered. I hope you found it interesting and it wasn't just me like rambling. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye.